Good night, teacher and classmate. Today I'm with my friend Mauricio Rosalez. My name is Ramon Escobar, and today we are going to make an educative documentary about paraphrasing techniques. Well, as you know, there are 5 paraphrasing techniques, so we are going to make an example and the things that are necessary to let you the things clear, and you don't have to make those errors that most people make. So Mauricio, can you explain please to the public what is paraphrasing for you?
Yeah, sure I can. Before we can go into our paraphrasing technique that we are bringing for you guys today, first we must know or understand what is paraphrasing. Well, what is paraphrasing? It is simply saying the same thing you either heard or you read in your own words in such a way that you didn't change the main idea that was trying to be transmitted. And Ramon, can you please tell everyone what's the main goal for these paraphrasing techniques that we're bringing today?
Well, the main goal practically is like prevent plagiarism, because that you know that in school, university, college, in every place that you go and you make plagiarism, your boss, your teacher will make you feel bad or put it foul or something like that. So you have to always prevent that because plagiarism, as you know, some people or your teacher only give like 30% for you to put same word or similar. So you have to always be careful. Mauricio, can you continue?
Which leads me to the first source that we consulted, which is from Schumann and Reed, who stated that as a recommendation, we must not change keywords or proper nouns of the material that we're trying to paraphrase, since they are the main subject of the idea that's trying to be transmitted. As Ramon said, today we're bringing 5 paraphrasing techniques for you guys, and I'm going to start off with the first technique, which is to change from a clause to a phrase. To clarify this, I'll be using some examples. The first example states, after she studied, Mary went to bed. After studying, Mary went to bed. As you can see, the clause after she studied was what we changed to the phrase after studying, which still keeps the main idea of after the studies that Mary did, she went to bed. A second example is, the car across the street is red. The car that is across the street is red. We change the clause across the street to the phrase that is across the street, still speaking about the car and that is across the street and the color red. Ramon, can you continue with the second technique?
Of course. Number 2, technique number 2. Well, change from coded speech to indirect speech. Well, I will start our purpose in this video is to make always the things clear. So in every technique we are going to put always an example. So I will start with the first example. Brian said, "I'm ready for lunch." Make the comparison. Brian said he was ready for lunch. So you have to see that the coded speech says, "I'm ready for lunch," and they change to indirect speech that says he was ready for lunch. So you see the difference that is in the sentence. So you must apply that always.
To continue, I'm going to continue with the third technique, which is to change from active voice to passive voice. Continuing with our work here, using examples, the first sentence states, "A mechanic will repair your car." The second statement says, "Your car will be repaired by a mechanic." So as you can see, we change the active voice will repair to the passive voice will be repaired by. Still speaking of the car, which will be repaired by a mechanic. Come on, can you continue with the fourth technique, please?
Of course. Technique number 4. Change to synonyms. Well, practical is replace the original word with words that have the mean the same. My first example is the hardest class in Zamorano is economy. The comparison is the more difficult class in Zamorano is economy. So you note that have different words but the same meaning. So you see that probably is an example that people make every time to meet the same error. So you have to be careful always. So Mauricio, can you continue, please?
Yes, and our fifth and final technique is simply to change word form. We can change an adverb instead of an adjective, or we can use a verb to replace a noun. For example, this sentence states, Ramon is an accurate typist. Second sentence says, Ramon types accurately. In this example, we simply change the adjective accurate to the adverb accurately. Ramon, can you explain to everyone a little bit about legal and non-legal paraphrasing?
Well, as you know, the plagiarism is something that people always are trying to make focus. So sometimes the university put rules, and you know one rule is that you can use two or more words similar, because if you make that, you are committing an illegal thing. So they accept two words, and that is legal. So imagine how important is this, that university put rules that you have to follow to don't commit plagiarism. So you have to be careful. Imagine if the university pay attention to that is because it's very important. So you have to be careful.
Which leads us to the second source that we consulted, which is from Felix, stated from Griffith English Language Institute, stated that using paraphrasing techniques is very important in academic and professional work, since we know even here in Zamorano we're only allowed a certain percentage of copying certain material. So to keep that percentage below or to a minimum, we can use these 5 techniques that we brought for you guys today.
So we need something. The combined techniques. You remember the combined techniques are
yes, we brought 5, but
we can use combined techniques. That is, the change to a phrase and add a synonym or definition. Is practically say that you can use synonyms and change phrases and clauses. So you can combine the technique number 1 and 2 and 3,
from the
or the 3 or 4. So always you can see the game and play with the techniques, right?
Yes, from the 5 that we brought today, you can either use 2 or even 3 or 4 of these techniques, depending on the content that you're trying to paraphrase. That closes our educational documentary based on paraphrasing techniques. For us, Mauricio, my colleague Ramon, we hope the information that we brought for you guys today is helpful in some way. So thank you guys, and thanks for watching.
Okay, thank you. Good night.